welcome back to DIY Willy. Today, this is going to be another episode of Tool Tuesday. I guess you can kind of call it a tool. It's more of a stand, but or cart, but I'm going to put it in as Tool Tuesday. So if you follow my channel, you'll know that I've been trying to get it. I like to weld, and I do a lot of welding on my channel, but it's all MIG welding. So I've wanted to get into TIG welding. So I went out not wanting to break the bank. I bought a Sun Stack TIG welder. It's TIG, it's stick, it's pulse TIG, it's all kinds of stuff. I don't even want to get into the details of it yet because this is not what this video is about. But it is a 220 or 110 machine, and there'll be more on that later to TIG weld. And what I want to do is I want to have, right now I have the argon gas strapped down to my welding table, because you don't want to have those bottles just hanging around loose. If they were to fall over, especially when the regulator's on, and they could blow and you knock the regulator off and you've got gas going everywhere, or you knock the valve off and it becomes a torpedo, whatever. So you want to keep that stuff as safe as possible. So with this cart that I bought, it'll hold the weld machine. It's got drawers that'll hold all the accessories with the weld machine, like the TIG torch, the stinger, the ground. It'll hold all that all nice and neat in those drawers. And it'll also keep the gas bottle right behind, attached to the cart. So it'll keep it from, it'll take it out of the danger of falling over or damaging it in any way. Take better care of the bottle and everything. So let's check that cart out. This comes from Amazon, of course, the old jungle site, some people call it. And they have it marked as heavy, but it is a VEVOR, welding cart. So man, it's even strapped in even more right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these straps. So as we know, this is a return, or this box has been opened before. See, they cut the other previous label off, and if you see, all the straps have been cut, all of them. Then it was retaped, new labels put on it. Man, I hope all the parts are here. This is a used table. I hope all the parts are here. Man, thank you, Amazon. Okay, so let's get this lid off of it. VEVOR, tough tools, half price. I hope so. I hope it's tough tools. I hope all the parts are here. Wonder why it's been open. It looks complete. Everything looks like it's there. There's the assembly instructions, the cart user manual. Assembly. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna need some screwdrivers. Wow, there's a lot here. There's what it looks like assembled. It's going to be quite an extensive work. But let's get to it. So my only concern is now is of all the hardwares here. I found a lot of hardware loose. This stuff, a lot of it loose inside the box. So it looks like just standard quarter 20 type stuff. So I hope that it's all here and I don't have to make a run to buy new hardware. So the first step here is to take piece number 12, which is the bottom plate with the housing for the axle for the rear wheels and the holes for the wheels in the front. You can see right there, we got to assemble those wheels. Then we're going to put the rear wheels together with some cutter keys. Hopefully it has all that, washers and such. And man, I really hope all the hardware's here. And then we keep going. We put on the back one, number 8. Then we put on the sides supports, 5 and 6, and then 9 and 10. Then number 11, the top piece. Number 7, the very top piece with the VEVOR on it. And then we're installing drawers. Putting the cable holders on, installing the handle, and then the supports for the tank on the back. I mean, I don't have enough battery to show this thing from start to finish assembly, so I'll kind of do it. I'll do the assembly as it shows here, and I'll show each piece as I get it assembled in each one of these steps. So 1, 2, like that. I think that'll be the best way to do it to save my battery. All right, let me get started. All right, so there's steps 1 and steps 2. And I've got them done here. This was the front casters put on for step 1. And step 2 was the axle and wheels on the back. Now this was a just a Phillips screwdriver and a 10mm. I used the Ryobi tool there to crank it down, tighten them up, should be fine. And I use my pliers to just bend the cotter pin right here a little bit. I'll bend them some more later. And that holds the rear wheels on. So now that's the bottom base. Now what is step 3? Step 3 is going to be number 8, the backing plate, which is the one that holds the bottle right here. So we got number A screw, which is the shorter of the 2 screws, and they go in on the sides and one in the bottom. All right, let's do that. All right, so step 3 there was putting this plate up. It's got some scratches in it. That's no worries. Not worried about it. Let's move on to step 4. That's a lot involved right there. All right, so there's step number 4. I've got step number 4 done. Everything's bolted in. Got the bolts down on the bottom, kind of all around. Gets supported by the top. Now we've got the piece that goes in right here and across here, and probably this piece bolts in with these two, so I'll be taking those out again. Who knows? But looks pretty good. I'm a little disappointed that the drawers are so small, but hey, it wasn't that much money. So yeah, let's get on with step number 5. Yes, I was right. I gotta take those top bolts out to put that piece in right there. All right, let's do that. There's step 5, putting in that middle shelf. Here I've got it put in, all bolted in. Again, I'm leaving all the bolts loose to correctly align everything before I tighten them up. And we're gonna move on to step number 6, which is the top of the unit, and I guess the top plate of the unit, number 7, and it goes right here in this spot. So yeah, let's do that. So I went ahead and finished up step 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess 10's it. Oh no, there's 11. Everything's tight now. It's fully assembled. Looks pretty good. This was open or used or something at one time, but all the parts seem to be here. And yeah, it's not bad. I do see a problem though. The drawers, something doesn't align right with the drawers. Let me show you. As you can see, the gap on this side and then the tight gap on this side looks okay across the top. I could probably shim this piece out a little bit, maybe, but I don't want to mess up the guides. They open good enough, I suppose, but yeah, that doesn't look that good. This one actually stops right there. See, it catches. Kind of bang it in, and this one kind of does the same thing. But that's all right. It was intended to hold everything, hold the TIG welder and some of the accessories inside, hold the bottle safely on the back, so that you know, it's easier to move around, easier to use, and I think it'll work okay. I might make the adjustments on the drawers, I may not, I don't know. So this was the assembly of the VEVOR welding cart. Tough tools, half price. Well, yeah, they're probably tough tools, but fitment is questionable on those drawers anyway. But I'm okay with it. I got it for a good price, and I'm going to use it as it is. I'm not going to try to take it all apart and return it. It's good enough for me. So it'll get banged up and moved around so much inside the garage anyway. It'll be fine. So yeah, I think it'll work. Now let me get it down on the ground, and we'll get all the equipment put on it, and get the storage set up in it so we can see how I'm going to use it. So let's check it out now. Boy, that lighting is terrible. So let's check it out now in full dress. I can't get that lighting any better. I've got all the equipment put on it right now, and I like how it looks. There's a couple things I want to do. Well, one major thing I need to do to protect the gas line, and I'll show you that right now. So there we go. There's everything assembled. Kind of got the TIG torch hanging on the side. I was hoping that would fit in a drawer, but obviously those drawers are too small. Got the ground hanging on the other side. Got the gas bottle there with the regulator. I've got my welding rods I bought. These are 7018 3/32 welding rods that go with the Stinger. We don't weld much with welding rod anymore, but I have some, and I'll use them. I've got all my TIG torch accessories and my tungsten, the different tips and stuff for the TIG torch there. Nothing in this one. I got some more accessories right there that came with the TIG torch, and of course the manuals down here on the bottom that I'll keep for now. Everything looks really good. The safety chains hold the bottle nicely. I shouldn't have a problem with that thing falling off. I'll go ahead and put the bottle cap in here so I save it with this. When I take the regulator off, I can put the cap back on. But I'll go ahead and keep the cap down here in the cart. The chains are adjustable, and it fits really nice in there. There's a lot more room back here I can put stuff. There's more room here. This is what I was explaining about the gas line. It's actually, it won't fit in there like this. The machine is lower than this here. It's in the edge of the cart. See that? So I'm going to put like a piece of wood underneath the machine, maybe 3/4 or 1/2 inch wood, to lift the machine up, and that way the gas hose will safely be there without kinking or damaging the threads or breaking the seal and causing a leak or whatever. So right now, till I find that piece of wood, I'll just keep it like that. And I don't know, maybe I'll just put a piece here on the back just to lift the back up, or I might put a full piece in there just to lift the whole machine up. I don't know. I could have put this piece in upside down. I would have prevented that, but I'm not going to take it all apart now. I'll just leave it as it is, and I'll just put a piece of wood there to lift the machine up. So yeah, it looks really good. I like it. I showed a couple of things I'm not happy with, especially with the drawers, and now I see with the gas line. But I mean, it'd be hard to make there's so many different types of machines out there. It would be hard to make a cart that fits every type of machine. So if I probably would have got a VEVOR machine, maybe it would have fit better. I don't know, but this one will work. I'll just lift the machine up a little bit, and it'll clear that gas line, no problem. But it looks really good. I like it. It rolls nice. It's gonna make everything compact and easy to move around and store. I wish I could find a cover that would go over it to protect the machine from dust and dirt. I may look for one, or I might try to make one. I don't know. But I really like how it turned out. And yeah, I think it's a great addition to the Willy garage, and another great Tool Tuesday video. I know I didn't show much of the assembly, but it was so much to assemble. I didn't have the battery in my camera to show everything, and it was better just for me to show each step kind of in a way as I assembled it. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and always come back to DIY Willy for your Tool Tuesday videos and the equipment that I use. The the videos on the vehicles, the Razor, the mini bikes, the Volkswagens, the Samurai, the trucks. We have it all here. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking them out. And well, I'll see you next time. Bye.